Hey everyone, it's me Hallease, endeavoring to persevere as always. If you're new here, I make videos about my chaotic good life, and so on and so forth and other such things. I'm in Portland, Oregon. All the vlogs are just going to be in Oregon now, just so y'all know. They're all in Oregon. I haven't moved, but I just keep coming back here for some strange reason. I'm here for XOXO Fest. They asked me to come out and talk about Say It Loud, the show that I produce for PBS Digital Studios. And yeah, I'm here. And the thing about coming to a new city that I always like to do, I always like to check out and see if they have a ramen spot. I don't know why, but I just feel like whenever I go to a new spot, if they have ramen, I want to try it. It's a random thing to do, but I do it. So I'm gonna go get some ramen, and then I guess we'll get into the topic of this video, which I still kind of need to figure out what that is. Been kind of walking around Portland and checking it out. It reminds me of a not hot Austin, but like 5% inflation. So, you know, it's cool. It's a cool spot. It's very pretty. I love all the art. There's a lot of art everywhere just for art's sake, it seems. I wish more places were like that, where they just had art just because. Okay. I was all set to be in the park, to talk to y'all, get to the point of this vlog, in the park, be out here in Portland and other such things. But then these people came and sat right next to me. It didn't make any sense. All these trees you could sit under and you pick my tree. Chick proceeded to speak very loudly and animatedly about how some other lady was trying to hit on her man. And so here we are, back in the apartment where I can control all things. I gave up and got voodoo donuts. Because when you're in Portland, that's what you do. I was on Instagram the other day, and this person who had watched the last vlog that I made, talking about imposter syndrome and things like that, she sent me this message on Instagram and asked me to answer it, whether it be in a vlog or to her personally, just whatever it was. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to answer in a vlog because I think that'll be good, and it'll probably be relevant to a lot of y'all that are watching me. I say that like there's a lot of y'all watching me. She said, and I'm assuming you're a woman. If you're not, I'm really sorry, but I'm like 95% sure you're a woman. What are your objectives? She put objectives. Abstract or clear as a filmmaker. And then she goes on to kind of describe that, like Hollywood, fiction, documentaries, like what am I trying to do with my career? And that's a great question. And the short answer is, I don't know. Starting out, I definitely had a very clear objective for my career. From pretty early on, I knew I wanted to be a film editor, like a feature film editor for Hollywood. And I went to Hollywood for a little while. I spent my last semester of college in Hollywood. It was like a domestic study abroad. Did all that. And I really thought that was what I wanted to do. And then I did it. I went there, and I realized I hated LA at the time, because if you're poor, man, it's hard to be out there if you're poor. Having all that happen and then coming back, I feel like ever since then I've kind of been just trying things. That's kind of how I got more into producing. If you're asking me something specifically about filmmaking and my objectives for it, when really I would say that for me it's more about my objectives in life and how filmmaking can help me achieve those objectives for my life. I used to be my career defines me as a person, and while I love what I do and I'm very passionate about what I do, it doesn't define me anymore. I have very clear objectives around what I want out of my life, and what I want out of my life is freedom, whether that be financial freedom, just the freedom of movement, freedom of choice. Knowing that about myself that's how I take on projects or don't take on projects. And I let the objectives of the life I want dictate the work I do. It's an interesting spot to be in, to not really have a clear objective and just be kind of rolling with it And I think I got to this point, a lot of it is because of last year with everything, but also just in this career field in general. I think if you're not trying to like be out in Hollywood and do that, you kind of need to be a little more loose in how you define what you do and be willing to pivot quickly and easily. And a lot of that is about having a lot of different skills and being able to easily jump into those skills if someone needs it. So case in point, I started off producing Say It Loud. There came a point where we needed another host. It's like, I can get in front of a camera and say my line. Jack of all trades. I always say jack of all trades, master of a few. You know, you need to know how to do everything, but have the few things that you're really good at. And that is a super long-winded way of me saying, I don't know what my objectives are for my career. We're winging it here on Hallease's channel. That's why ain't no schedule. Sometimes you're gonna get a tutorial. Sometimes you're gonna get whatever this is. A vlog, I guess. Product review. Who knows? Who knows what you're gonna get with Hallease? You just gotta stick around and see. I may or may not end the vlog here. I don't know. Because we're winging this. We really are. And, but if I do end it here, let me go ahead and do my outro stuff. Click here because YouTube says you'll like this. And click here to watch the I Don't Know My Purpose video, where I did a more scripted version of this, explaining that I don't know what I'm doing and I'm winging it. And I'll see you when I see you.